So this isn't about some midlife crisis. This is about doing something that makes you feel capable, confident. I don't feel like I'm slippy cognitively, physically. Can I do things I used to do when I was 30? No. But I could do enough to where I don't feel like I'm 59 years old. I never want to put myself into a place where I don't feel capable of taking care of myself or taking care of my family. People look at you different. They treat you different. You show up and automatically you're up here because you take care of yourself. So people consciously or subconsciously think, oh, if he takes care of himself like that, he's probably got his shit together. That's not true. Probably know that if you watch this channel, but that's the initial thought people have. So you start up here and you have to really fuck things up to come back down. I don't want to have to climb that hill. I would rather climb the hill here. I'll climb this hill so I don't have to climb that hill. And that's why I don't understand why every man doesn't do this. I don't understand how you can go to bed at night complacent with the knowledge that you've lost your edge. Do I like this? It's not my favorite thing to do. I don't even look at it as like I'm working out. What I do is I come in here and I turn on the TV and I learn something while I happen to be lifting weights. First of all, you need to work on your hormone. If you're not getting results, you're not coming here. You have to get results. You have to keep your muscle mass. If you've ever watched Huberman, you want to be as strong as you can be because as you get older, you're not going to be able to do these things. So it's about just being a man. I'm not ready to be the guy where the young kids are like, what do you think you're going to do, old man? I don't have that happen to me, but that was never given. That was created. And it was created here. I don't keep track of my weights. I don't know how much I'm going to lift when I come down here. I lift whatever I feel like lifting. Point is, the 99% of it is I show up. I'm here. Consistency. I want to be a threat. 95% of my peers at 59 years old aren't a threat to anything. And I refuse to let that happen. It's not like I'm a asshole. It's internally knowing that I'm capable. And that gives me the confidence that's necessary to go out in the world and feel I can compete. And that confidence goes into the business world, goes into my personal life, goes into a number of different places. And that ripple effect creates this sense of calmness. There's less stress. I don't feel like there's something out there that's going to be able to take advantage of me. And that's a good feeling. I don't really understand how a lot of people function. When you go out of this world and you're incapable of taking care of your family, I'm not sure people don't have this unrealistic view of their capabilities. Maybe that's what gets people through. I would be realistic with myself. I'd be like, you know what? You let yourself go and now you're at the mercy of others. That's not a place that sits well with me. And I have the ability to not go there. I have the ability to be here. This hormone replacement therapy, so my body responds to the stimulus, stays strong. Testosterone, you can't do this if you don't have any testosterone. Like trying to build a house with no bricks. You have to build on a solid foundation, and you can't do that with a hormone replacement therapy. And number two, showing up 30 minutes, 3 times a week. And it will change your entire life. Lead a horse to water. If you decide to drink, call Viking. That's why I do hormone therapy.